Let me show you how you can image your Raspberry Pi. First, you go to raspberrypi.com/software. Of course, I will leave the link in the description of this video. Down here, the first thing you need to do is to download the Raspberry Pi Imager. So this is a software that you're going to use to put the image on the micro SD card. Here, I'm using Windows, so I'm going to download this and then install the Raspberry Pi Imager. If you're using a different operating system, there is a version for Mac, Ubuntu, or Linux, which you can use as well. From the Raspberry Pi Imager, you can choose the operating system and the Raspberry Pi device you are using, or you can download your own custom image. Here, they give you some options. If you go to see all download options, you can see here that they provide a recommended operating system and they give you a couple of images that you can use. So if you want, you can download an image from here and use custom, which I will show you in a minute. Here, there is a Raspberry Pi OS with desktop. There is the same thing with recommended software. So this is probably the one that I would go with. And there are some other options like the light version of the operating system. There are some more options here. And for now, I'm going to use Raspberry Pi OS with desktop and recommended software. So I'm going to click download here, and this is going to download the image. Now let's go to the imager and see how we can use it. I've downloaded the Raspberry Pi imager and completed the installation. This is how it looks like. First, here we need to choose our Raspberry Pi. In this example, we have a Raspberry Pi 4. Next, we will choose the operating system. So if I click here, you can see I have multiple options. The last one here, use custom. This will allow you to select the image if you happen to download one from their website. However, you can see that you can also choose the operating system from the list. They even have a recommended option. I recommend going with their recommended option unless you have a specific image in mind. Then you have the other options or you can use custom. Now I'm going to choose this first option as it's recommended. Then we will choose our storage, and this is the micro SD card that came with the Raspberry Pi kit. I plugged it in using the micro SD card reader into a USB on my PC. So I'm choosing this here and I'm going to click next. Would you like to apply OS customization settings? I'm going to say no because I do not want to customize or make any changes. So I'm going to click no here. All existing data, it's going to be erased and overwritten. Of course, the micro SD card will be erased. So I'm going to click yes here. And now it's going to write that operating system to my micro SD card. This might take a few minutes. After that, we will boot the Raspberry Pi and make sure it works.